Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Hey guys, the Chicken is here, back today with another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we've got basically 3 attacks that are working right now at 5 ER. So we're going to try to break all of those down for you. We'll go over the base and the tech. It's more or less the same thing that we've seen in the last few days, but big shout out to those of you guys who have been using the code Chicken in the shop. I do appreciate it. I know I say it in every video, and it makes a difference if you just subscribe to the channel. And yeah, I'd love to get this thing to 50K before Boom Beach dies completely. But thank you guys for doing that. Taking a second. Okay, so here's the good stuff. Now we fell down quite a lot because we were at 24, and I thought what we were gonna do yesterday, if you were watching, I thought we were gonna get 150 building health and just cruise right on up, having some nice easy wins right into 25. No, sir, not the case. Lots of losses, lots of up and down. Wasn't terribly terrible, but we kind of flamed out around this area. So we have another chest to collect. And with that, so you can see what we did today is we maxed out warriors, we got flares, and what was the other thing I needed to do? I think what I need to do first and foremost, no, I do have max shocks. Okay, we do have max shocks. I think we need to put some tokens into the smokes next. So we'll try that, see if that helps. I was thinking of max crater launchers or Kavan, but I think honestly the smokes are going to be more important right now. So we'll do smokes to 3, and there's basically 3 attacks. So the first attack is kind of the one that we've been doing. It's the rifle tank thing. Depending on the base, sometimes it'll work, sometimes you'll clear some engines. For the most part you won't. The next one is warrior smoking them to 1 engine and getting 1 warrior chip and dip and get out of there. The third one is the better one, the best of the 3, and that's smoky tank, because you also get some percentage with typically you can get 1 engine room with it. So we'll try to do that one live here first. Then okay, never mind, we're not doing that. This guy's got all of the stat boosts, but he's rocking interesting. I'm almost tempted to go. No, I think, yeah. The thing is, these bases, all these guys are using heavies with laser ranger and brick, and they've got 150 troop damage typically. So anyone running this base, usually that means they have a fast attack because they're giving up engines. Otherwise, if they weren't clearing any ERs, they would not be running a base like this. They would be, especially with all these stats, they would be running a compact base. So that is my guess, is we're probably going to get crushed here. But it's not the end of the world because we need the engines and we are chest collecting, so that's not a terrible thing. We'll take that for sure. And since we do have flares now, we don't have to ride this wall. We can bring them up like this. And this is going to be kind of a slow hit. So just bear with me here while we kind of grind through this one. But it's important to know how to do the, just the spread tank hit as well, because you can fizzle on this one sometimes. So, I mean, the name of the game with this attack is just use your shocks wisely. You want to hit them on doom cannons mostly, not really anything else, and bring in the second winds once some of the splash, like right now, is kind of out of the way, or when we need tanks, because we're starting to take some chip. Opponent has retreated, so that's good. That's good news for us. That's what that means, yes, if you didn't know. Another thing we can do here, just to speed up the time, once you get the artillery, throw it down on some of these shock mines, because they take forever to get through. So speeding up the attack like that, I just threw it into nothing. It makes a difference just strictly in terms of time, which can get you some wins, which can absolutely get you some wins. And it'll keep your tanks alive longer too if they're not constantly getting hung up on shock mines. Tanks are already slow enough. Tanks and shock mines definitely do not mix. So I keep forgetting that we have flares. Let's go ahead here, shock the stupid boom cannon. I put the flare up to tick 4. That seems to be enough for what we're doing with it. I mean, we're not doing like... Typically max flares when you're doing heavy chopper rush and you're going from like one side all the way over to the other. So there we go. So we got 5 engines there. And that's the spread out hit. That's the boring one. Okay, so that's the first attack. Now, I haven't said this all day, but hopefully we get a compact fizzle one on the next one so we can show you the next hit. And it just comes down to what is easier. Typically, I do the tank one over the warrior one. It's pretty rare that I do the warrior one, but it is necessary sometimes. Okay, so this one, whenever there's a sky shield like this, the warrior hit gets very, very tricky. So this one, let's try the tank one instead. And let's throw them all out. Let's throw them all out. And again, we're going to use... This guy's got pretty good separation on all of his shock mines. Critters would be lovely here, but we don't have them, so we got to use what we got. I'm going to let this one sit because I want them to clear a little bit more as well. So I'm going to let them just kind of run into that one. As we get forward here a little bit, we can hit that artillery on that critter launcher. I should have just hit the critter launcher, and it should mark it, so they should hit it first. There we go, perfect. If you guys didn't know, troops will go after the defense with the most amount of damage taken away from it, typically. Okay, so we've cleared out. I just got to get that last shock mine. So we've cleared out that. What do we got to do next? I still need some more GBE. This attack is not super easy to do without the GBE. So we're going to flank him over here like this. Now let's see if we can. 1, 2, 3. Not as many tanks as I would like, but not bad. I mean, I could throw Kavan out. He's not doing any good sitting on the bench. And then we'll go shock right about here. And let's see. So that should get us the 1 engine. Should get us the 1. And then we're just going to stop. We're going for chip. We're just going for percentage. Yes, if you have enough tanks, obviously go for that next engine. I should have just thrown Kavan down just to have him there. He didn't really do us any good at the end, except get eaten by that critter. Okay, so now we were going to retreat there. And there we go, Scarecrow. I think that's Ronan, so shout out to Ronan. Let's see what he did, because it looked like he tried to do a similar thing. So he went with tanks, delayed the rifles. So yeah, basically the same thing. I think I just had more... Yeah, he had 100 building health. So I had more building health than him, so I think he tried to do the same thing, but he just didn't have the tech. He also doesn't look like he has artillery, so clearing out the shock mines is very huge. And then, yeah, he's only... It's tough if you run it. You can't run out of GBE, and you can't do this if you're just plowing them through shock mines, okay? So we'll see if we can find a warrior one on the next one. And the one that you want a warrior is... I mean... Really, you're only going to do that if you can get 2 engines now. Because if you can do the tank hit, then the warrior one's only going to get you 1 engine and no percentage. So, I mean, if they do the same tank hit against you, and you just do the warrior one and just get 1 ER, then you're going to lose. So, and I mean, I don't think I really need to go over the warrior hit. I mean, you clear the mines as best you can. You put the warriors on the ER, and, you know, you shock some stuff. That's essentially how warriors always are. Oh, look at this. Look at this. I know exactly who this one is. What can we do here? I think we can use all Zukas, which is kind of funny. So this is not realistic or helpful for anybody to see, but it might be fun. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's go 6. And I'll put them down kind of at the very end. We'll delay 1 and 1. Delay 1 and 1. Okay. Go. Get the Kvanster in there. And I can't flare them because I need them to get to their spots. Let's clear this stuff. Kavaner, what are you doing? So this guy, I assume he's using heavy choppers and seekers. I assume if he's at 6 with nothing, that means he's got a lot of tech somewhere else. But yeah, that ain't gonna cut it. Let's throw down all our artilleries. I mean, maybe we'll have a shot. He's got so little defenses. 252. I knew it was Doom. I knew it was Doom. That's funny. All right, let's see. So he's got 200 troop damage. Was he 70 hours there? 200 troop damage? Or no, it was 250 this season. So he's using Seekers and Brick. Interesting. Oh my god, he's got Barrage. He's got the whole friggin'... So this is good news. If we can stop Seekers now, and I mean, if you guys know who Doom is, he's as pro as he gets with offensive tech and Seekers. That's why he doesn't run any defenses, because he likes to rush the offense. So let's see how far he gets here. Now keep in mind, we don't have shock launchers yet either. We do not have shock launchers. But what I do have is I've got all these extra mines packed in here from that multi-node we picked up earlier today. So let's see how close this was. And you see, that's why we want the Sky Shield. I didn't talk about the base. That's why we want the Sky Shield, because it's going to help with garbage like this. So there we go. We got back into 23. We got our chest. Happy days. 39 keys. I don't know what we're getting next in terms of keys. But I'm thinking we want to upgrade smokes even further. Yeah, so we can't get anything. We're one off of this, which isn't going to help us anyways. So, but anyways, so there's the 3 attacks. I don't know if I have a warrior hit anywhere. Maybe we got 1 in here. No, okay. So just do the tank hit. Just do the tank hit. I mean, if there's a base that's wide open with warriors and you can grab a couple of them, go ahead and do it. But yeah, I hope that helps you guys out. It gives you some options at least to do at 5 ERs. And some things to, plan your tech tree around at the end of the day. And yeah, the Sky Shield base, that's the one we want to switch to. It's going to help with some of these hits. So hope that helps you guys out. As always, thanks so much for watching. That is going to wrap up the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. Catch you next one, guys. Check it out. Back.